Why Kiss Daniel shunned his father's funeral. Worldwide. The verbal fiasco between music star, Kiss Daniel, and his erstwhile record label, Worldwide, has taken a new twist. There have been lots of accusations and counter-accusations between both parties. However, in a statement made available to Daily Post during the weekend, Worldwide not only dismissed reports that Kiss Daniel only received a paltry sum of $30,000 monthly for his efforts, but also revealed why the late crooner shunned his father's funeral. Kiss Daniel's camp had earlier alleged that Worldwide prevented him from attending his father's burial in 2015. However, the label said Kiss Daniel shunned his father's funeral because he feared his relatives who were engaged in fetish practices would kill him. The statement read in part, "Immediately the news of his father's demise filtered in, Fanpgae, CEO of the label, authorized that his personal car should be used to convey Kiss Daniel to Ibiza to attend his father's burial." The singer only requested for 2 days leave, and $200,000 to send to his relatives, who had to bury the dad immediately because he was a Muslim. At that time, Kiss was bitterly angry that none of his family members could come up with even a $10,000 to support his dad's burial. The company was willing to give him more money, but he said he needed only $200,000. The label CEO's brother and one other person from the company even accompanied him on the trip back home. Interestingly, on arriving at a hotel in Ibiza, which had been fully paid for by the label, Kiss refused to attend his own father's burial on the grounds that he believed that his family was fetish. He said that his father's death was not ordinary, considering the way he suddenly fell ill and died, after going through a lot of pain. He was scared and said he did not want to be exposed to any dangers. On the night of his arrival in Ibiza, his younger brother was on his way to visit him when he got involved in a car accident. The label took care of his brother's medical bills, and paid up to $300,000, the statement read. Reacting also to claims that Worldwide barred Daniel from supporting other artists, the label stated that Kiss on his own, he decided not to attend some events, even though his management had approved them. The label wrote, in response to the claim that Kiss Daniel was barred from supporting other artists, especially those who supported him and the label at the New Era album launch, "We would like to put it on record that at no time did the label bar him from performing at events where friends in the industry had asked for his support." Kiss Daniel, however, made it a habit to turn up at events late or not at all, always blaming the label for his truancy. Clear examples include his failing to appear at Ricotta Bank's album listening party and Two Faces' Buckwell Den Breathless concert. He did this even when Bubba had provided 2 separate accommodations for him and his manager at Echo Hotels. He stood up two-faced and his manager from 6 p.m. till 1 a.m. the next day, claiming that he was on his way, but he never showed up. He repeated the same behavior at the Chronicles of FB show, Sound City's 2016 MVP Awards, and many others.